Your main focuses have to be, what have you been noticing that makes a woman uninterested if you're going to be trying to get either that woman back, or you're going to be dating, or in general, like maybe you want to be out in public, and maybe if you decide to approach a woman one day, what is it going to take for her to 100% see that interest, or have that interest going, the physical attraction is there, etc. So I want to make this clear right now. You have to love yourself and pour into yourself. Excuse the emotional aspect of it, and if it's too sensitive, or excuse the self-care. We kind of generally think of like, maybe you don't want to do some of what females do, whether it's like skincare routines, or your nails, keeping it up to date, clean your toenails, etc. So the reason why I'm saying this is that every little bit that you need to be pouring into yourself matters, because it's going to determine how you function in the real world, in the physical world, right? Same way when your mindset is desperate for a woman, or it's been concentrated on a woman so much, you're more likely just gonna pull her away, push her away, because the more you try for something, it's just the chasing game. It's not the you're just gonna get it. That's where really the saying of opposites do attract, especially for men with women, it does, because you guys have the advantage that you could take advantage of not being as emotional, most times not even as close, until you choose to be emotional with a woman. So not as close to how a woman would be emotional. Like, this is biological, right? The way you've been raised, the way you've been brought up can change how you've been, or can, because sometimes some men can also be really much in their femininity. Some men can be very much, as they say, which I don't agree every man is acting like this, but this is a term that maybe some of y'all have already heard. What is that one? Sassy. I think there's another one too that I'm forgetting, but I know Sassy is definitely one, and I don't know if there's any newer ones currently, but those are the I guess I could say the most recent that I know of. Comment some that you may know, or some stuff that are just wild out here that women try to pin onto y'all men. With that being said, since I'm kind of already telling y'all to comment, question of the video, bring it up right now, is going to be, do you find that maintaining, especially like self-care, is not as important for men? And also, do you personally as a man take care of yourself in all aspects? I feel like this is also an important question, because even though you can think of like a woman that takes care of herself or looks really matter for a woman, there's sometimes where a woman might lack. And literally, like, prime examples is like motherhood, right? When a woman is going through like postpartum, things like that, and trying to like learn her new body, going through now being a mother, the different phases and the different feelings, etc., and not having as much time for herself, those are the times that, like, of course she's gonna have to try to make some time for herself, because she has to, like, feel good, or mentally be more cleared, or feel a little bit more confident in herself, just so she could be showing up, let's put it like that, right? Or she could not be struggling as much. So that is one thing in itself for a female, but it's the same thing that applies for y'all. So it's like, you might be going through, I'm pouring into this woman, I want to be a man that's showing up for this woman, I want to take care of her, or I was raised to be like this with women. It could also be the opposite, and it also can be that I never really got taught how to. Or it simply can even be that I, as a fella, haven't always prioritized it. If I would have done it more, I would feel way better about myself. And bottom line is that we go through things in life. So again, I'm just putting a lot of importance onto it, is because when you start really doing it, you'll notice how much it's impacting you in such a confident way. Your self-esteem is going to go up, and now you're not going to have self-doubt and self-consciousness. You'll be self-cautious, of, dang, like, can I even keep this conversation going with her? Like, I'm stuttering over here. And if you want practices with how to keep a conversation going with a female, you want to know how to talk, I will give you real raw game of how you can solve what you're doing. Sometimes you might not know it. Your boys might not even really realize it. Or if you have friends that are females, whoever it is, family members that have told you, work on this, I will tell you based off of what is really the newest stuff. Now, all I'm saying is that practice will help you, so that's where I'm there for. And I've already helped men with approaching, with what they should and shouldn't say, and getting you comfortable, because really that's where it's going to stem from. And when you have comfort, then you can lead into getting more confident. And when you're comfortable and confident, that leads to consistent. Now, not every time you're going to feel this way, and also certain situations you have to get out of your comfort just to get comfortable with something new. Either or, that's just you elevating, because you're going to be comfortable, uncomfortable, comfortable, uncomfortable. Striving to be uncomfortable, but once it becomes comfortable, right? Because something can become like so easy for you now, approaching women, right? Some of y'all are beyond that, but we can get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. It could be about anything, consultations. It could be about dating, where you're at, the particular situation. If you are struggling with what you need to do with this woman, or you don't know how to express your feelings to her, whatever it is, if even like, you want to take that next step with her, whatever it is, we can talk about it, get into the details, all that good stuff. Book by clicking the link down below. I got y'all. And then don't forget about Patreon. There is a community going on there, and you can join for free. And if not, you can definitely go ahead and become an actual member that has a tier membership. You can do the same thing with YouTube membership. And Patreon, just a reminder, for all my free members, it's a community that I am trying to build up. Same way that you guys are on YouTube, you can be on Patreon, where I will at least do one exclusive video per month. I was just kind of thinking of other stuff that I might be doing or changing, but for now, that's how it's going to be. Okay, so let me move on. Had to literally explain that real quick. So to kind of put things into perspective and have you understand where I'm coming from, when I say that you have to prioritize these things that could be overlooked, sometimes when you're lacking with a woman, it's almost because you've been so distant from something that could be extremely helping you, something that you could have been on track to be doing, and you've been pouring into her, and all it's been doing is pulling you away. Now, I already gave you the example of what a woman can feel when she's not feeling her best or she's going through different phases in life. So it's the same thing that applies for y'all. So when I say for y'all, you're not doing something you can be doing to help you. I'm talking about, I don't want y'all to have these bottled up feelings that can manifest into not self-confidence, self-doubt, right? So you could have been a really confident person when you were younger. Then life challenges, right? If you're not feeling like you're taking care of yourself in certain aspects or all aspects, that's going to show. So I'm just saying, you don't want that to transfer or manifest into your dating life. And because that's sometimes where being taken advantage of happens, or seriously, the person's just loving themselves more, looking out for themselves more, and you're not really a consideration. And if they're one of those females that just keep you around because they're trying to take that whole nice approach or whatever you want to call it, then you're still going to be suffering at the end of the day, because she could be feeling bad for you, right? And a lot of times you never want that. Well, you should really never want that. It should be more of you'll check yourself. What do you got to do? Even if you don't want to really do it right now, what can you get into a routine, a new habit that is really beneficial and healthy and going to increase you and make it easier to just simply date and attract more women, if that's one of your main focuses or something you care about. And then obviously it's still going to play onto other aspects of your life, and that's being social or doing something you never did before that could help you, like facing your fears or going to certain events that could put you in certain environments that are very new, right? Even striving to get another job that you've been thinking about but haven't had enough confidence, etc. The list goes on. So check yourself in the meantime, see what areas you're lacking in, what you can do about it. Like I said, we can get on the line, talk about what it is with you, and get to the solution of what I feel like could be helpful. And I'm here for you, as in what you want, what you need. We're still going to have to include that. I will tell you what is best, though, for sure. So that link is down below for consultations. It's, again, to help your future self, bottom line, right? So I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental, spirituality, physically, etc. Goes on, right? So I'll talk to y'all very soon. Bye.